Finally back for episode 5, and we have got a very special guest coming up on Jimmy and Blackie. Our first guest, Jason the Milkman Gillbee. If you're watching on Spotify, you'll see Blackie pointing to the long sleeve 31 Guernsey. The great man announced his retirement from the West Perth Football Club. He's been very kind. He's going to come on and jump on as our first ever guest. I'm really excited to speak to the Milkman, Blackie. I reckon he's got some absolutely cracking stories to tell about his time at GWS, at West Coast, at West Perth. Hello to you, mate. Good to see you.
Hello.
I feel like I haven't seen you in ages.
I know, it's been a week. But boy, oh boy, has this man got some stories for us, for the listeners. I'm looking forward to it. He's a funny human, this bloke.
How was your weekend, Peel Thunder? This is basically an AFL team that you were playing against your boys, or our boys. Unfortunately, West Perth got absolutely...
Yeah.
What's the word? Smacked?
Yeah.
It was disappointing.
Well, yeah, it wasn't great. And being at the forward end, it's not ideal. I think it was 45 to zip.
How did you go?
We kicked one and didn't touch it much, but I thought I was pretty good. Played my role. It's tough going at the moment, mate. But that's part of the journey that the footy club's on. We're a young group. We're playing a pretty good unit. Reedy's got those boys humming, and we're just trying to figure things out and get some games into these kids. So it's tough, but we'll be okay.
What'd you make of Mason Cox, obviously omitted from Fremantle? And it's going to be him or Sean Darcy at the end of the year. What's it like playing against a big American bloke like that he's a genuine athlete and he's a big man. I remember he came into the office at my old workplace and I was blown away by just how he's a giant person, but he's also a very friendly person.
Yeah.
I reckon most people that have met Mason, what's he like out on the park? What was it like coming up against him?
Well, I've heard good things about him being a good human. He's a big man, bro. He's
such a bad accent attempt.
He's a big human being,
big Texan.
And look, we got a little bit lippy, me and the big fella for a bit there. But
really,
we were down 80, and I knew that I didn't really have much of a leg to stand on, and I needed a step ladder to be at eye level as well. So I might actually have to tag him in this and see if he'll give us a shout out. But yeah, look, I'm a massive Mason Cox fan. I think he actually makes Freo a lot better than Sean Darcy does, in my opinion. I think he's got a little bit of mongrel in him, and he's not afraid to be physical and throw his size around. So
Sean did play pretty well for Fremantle on the weekend in their big win over Gold Coast. Like he played for a first game back, he was okay. This is going to be a battle right to the end. Like, they're going to be there in September. They're going to be playing finals, and unless for Fremantle fans' sake, like unless something bad happens, Cox and Darcy won't be in the same team. They'll just be too big.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of it's them versus them. You know what I mean? Like, it's just going to be fascinating to watch as from the outside.
Jim, I do.
Are you looking at Mason's numbers from the weekend?
I was trying to find Sean's numbers.
Yeah, that's okay.
I mean, he's probably just a little bit too big and slow.
Sean?
I think so. And he doesn't play forward as well as Mason does. Mason provides a better contest, a more predictable ball drop for the gun forwards at Freo to allow them to play Luke through the middle a little bit more.
Luke Jackson.
And again, yeah, I love the physicality and the mongrel that Mason brings. He's not afraid to be physical and be a bit of a bad guy, I guess you could say. Whereas I don't think Sean's got that in him, and or he doesn't do it at all.
I promised one of our fans that I owe an apology. So I have to make an apology, Blackie, to a couple of Carlton supporters. Now, we spoke about this early in one of our first 3 episodes. I brought it up, and then I clipped it up, that the Rising Star race is between 2 people. And I said it was between Willem Dersma and Jagger Smith. Now, I actually think, I'm going to change my tune here, because if Willem Dersma is going to play forward, then he's not going to win the Rising Star. So there's that. But the Rising Star race actually is out of 2 people, but they both play for Carlton. And it's Jagger Smith and Harry Dean. The big key back is absolutely flying.
Yeah, that's silly. I don't like it.
You don't like it? Well,
You're apologising.
Yeah, I'm apologising, yeah. Because it is a 2-horse race, but it's between Dean and Smith.
How many games has Mr. Dean played? Not enough.
He's played enough, and he's been nominated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Jagger Smith will win it if it's between those two by the length of the Ascot straight.
Well, that's what you said about Dersma.
Well,
A lot of people in the media are thinking that Harry's going to be...
No. Be silly.
Okay. Anyway.
Who's Willem Dersma?
He's a pretty good player. I'm not sure. What did you think about that? I mean, I know you probably didn't watch the whole game of West Coast and Carlton because I think you were playing your game, but McQualter was on record saying the Eagles coach that Ders was playing forward, and I think Jagger Smith he dominated in the middle of that game.
Yeah, I think it's...
I mean, I know you're not a coach,
No.
but do you think Dersma should be playing up and around the ball, or what's the go there?
For those footy clubs listening, not yet. I might be one day. I don't like Dersma not playing in the middle. I really like the look of Harley and Dersma playing through the middle. When they had those two plus Tim Kelly, they actually looked really good. Tim Kelly's was in ripping form before he got hurt. So I'm not a massive fan of it, if I'm honest with you. I think you just let the two kids go and you let the old boys fit in around them. But that's my opinion for whatever it's worth. And I think Jagger Smith will win it if it's between Herb Dean and that guy.
I think you might need to go and you might need to watch some of the jobs
Oh,
he's
no,
done.
absolutely. I know. Hey, I was singing the Carlton song when they won 2 in a row, right? And I've backed them in, and I've enjoyed what they're doing. I'm
5 in a row now.
They're arguably the best side in the comp, next to Freo, right now, based on form. You're only as good as your last 5 games. so I'm not taking that away from him, but I feel like body of work matters too, mate.
Well, it does. Well, I think that's
correct.
Well, it does.
I think so.
Yeah, but he's taken some scalps. Dean has.
I don't think his body of work's big enough yet. How many games left?
Well, where are we? Round
15, 16.
Round 16 this week.
How
We're
many
back. We're back to 9. We're back to 9 games. We'll have to get our tips up.
So there's 9 games left with no buys, Jim, and no overlaps of Bunbury and WA.
Right.
And if in 9 games he's still knocking some heads in, then I think he'll be a chance. But right now, I don't think he's played enough.
You can anchor us this week. You go through the fixture, the AFL fixture, if you can, and we'll do our tips for this week.
Sounds good to me.
We've got a double header in the AFL fixturing. I know other people have spoke about it, but it is horrendous. 2 Friday games. Yeah. It's all over the shop. There's 2 games on Sunday. They overlap. I know people have already spoke about it. It is something that needs to be fixed for 2027. It is ridiculous.
Yeah, hand up accountability. And I know I said about the overlap for local games, but the overlap of actual games being played on a Friday night and a Saturday, I think, I'll take that back. That's pretty ordinary. But anyway, it's not that hard to organise a fixture where they're not playing at the same time, Jim. And if I'm a big fan of Thursday games, you don't need to play 2 games at the same time on Friday. But the first game...
I'm getting that off my chest early because I know Gillbee is waiting for us in the green room. We're going to bring him in pretty shortly.
Yeah, he can wait a little longer.
Give us... Go on. What do we got? Let's do our tips.
The first game, Thursday night, mate, we've got the Geelong, the Cattery, up against the Brisbane Lions, who've been in some ripping form.
They're back.
And who have you got?
Is it in Geelong? It's in Geelong, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm picking Brisbane.
Yeah, and so am I. I'm on them, and I keep tipping against them every week, and they keep winning. So we'll go to Brisbane. Friday night, Sydney Swans against the Western Bulldogs at the SCG.
Swans.
And Sydney were ordinary.
Yeah, they bounced back. Sydney love playing in Sydney. Sydney for me.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that because, they should win. So, Sydney as well. And 30 minutes later...
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
At Optus Stadium, the West Coast Eagles versus the Adelaide Crows.
Crows for me because they were so ordinary in the showdown, and I think they'll bounce back, and they were really starting to play some good footy.
Is anyone missing for Adelaide, Jim? Adelaide, thanks. Saturday morning.
Rankin was injured in that showdown, but he's playing.
I was about to say, where the hell is UTAS Stadium? That's in Launceston.
It's in Tassie.
It's in Tassie. It'll be cold down there. Hawthorn versus Melbourne in Launceston.
No whiz. I'm going for Hawthorn still, though.
Mimip. I'll go Melbourne because
Really?
I love me Cozzy.
Matt Hill, not the commentator, but the Hawthorn youngster to make his debut in that one. So looking forward to watching. Might even be Matt Hill commentating Matt Hill the player. That'd be interesting.
That's a good start. When was the last time someone named the same person as someone playing?
I think Matt Hill will be commentating the racing, so I'm not sure he'll actually be down in Tassie doing that one. He'll probably be at one of the tracks.
Well, onto
the racing is.
On to the next one, mate.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, can we skip this one as well? Because it's Freo versus GWS, and I'm going to put all of my being on the Fremantle Dockers again. That's them. But who have you got?
Yeah, Fremantle.
If you say GWS, mate, you can leave and we'll get Gilbs and we'll turn it to Jason Blackie.
No, Fremantle for me. They're absolutely they are just cruising.
Thank you. Gold Coast versus Collingwood's our next game at People First Stadium in Gold Coast.
Oh, who are you picking?
Craig, I told you to play Sam a few weeks ago.
He's been okay.
He's pretty ordinary on the weekend, wasn't he? But that's okay. It's his second game.
Yeah, his second game.
I love Sammy. He's my boy. It's fine. I'll go the Pies just because Sam's playing. And the Gold Coast Suns have been putrid. They've been ordinary.
One of my friends in our group chat, you'll like this. The boys will love this in the chat. The Gold Coast Buns.
Soft,
it's
mate.
So
they
good.
are soft. That's exactly what they
will.
are.
They'll bet they're gonna if they can't win this game.
It's
If the Gold Coast Suns don't win this game, well then, I'm not sure what they're doing up there.
Yeah, on to the next one, mate. The Pies will win. And there's a ripping Saturday night and Sunday fixture. I don't know if you've seen it.
Come on.
Arguably the second best side in the comp, Carlton will take on Richmond at the MCG. Who have you got, mate?
Carlton.
Yep, absolutely. With Fraser
putting his hand up to be a senior coach.
Super coach.
He's doing really well.
Another few Blues fans up and about. Sunday fixture's an absolute belter.
These two games are no good.
Essendon at Marvel versus the St Kilda Saints.
Now, if the Saints can't win this game,
Ross,
if they cannot find a way to beat this Essendon team is just wow, so not anywhere near it. So the St Kilda will be winning.
Yeah, Jacob Farrow is their best player.
Love the young fella, and it's not his fault. No. It's the senior guys who have been nowhere near it. I love watching the youngsters, well, some of them, but Jacob Farrow's in his first year. He's one of their best players. Yeah. It's really concerning.
The Saints will win, and the last game Sunday at 2:40, another little overlappy one. Beautiful, thanks for the fixturing, lads. Port Adelaide at Adelaide Oval versus the Kangaroos. Kanga. Jim, who you got?
Port Adelaide has to be Port. Josh Carr they're missing a lot of personnel, a lot of key personnel. Port Adelaide are going really well, so I'm picking Port.
Port Adelaide 0-8 or something. They're still 15th.
They've lost. I think they've lost.
And they're going really well.
I think they've lost 4 or 5 games by under 2 goals or something. Off the top of my head, I could have that totally wrong. we need to get a.
Can you fact check it? We need. Godmike could come back at some stage.
He does. I know he wants to come back. He's busy raising little Billy. So congratulations to Branchy on the beautiful little bubba that he's got. I've seen some photos, and apparently he's just an absolute joy. So he's going really well.
Shout out to Cam.
Godmike will be back shortly.
You know what, Jim?
Maybe. Who are you picking?
Actually care. You
have to pick someone.
Can I? What do they do?
What's the automatic? Waiting.
What's the automatic picking thing? I just have the home team. I don't care. Cool.
Rightio. That's our tips for. Heads. Is it round 16?
17, Jim.
Round 17. Yep. Is it?
No, let me check my phone one more time.
Hang on.
Yep, it's round 17.
Oh, okay. I thought it was round 16. Round 17 this weekend. Jimmy and Blackie, our first ever guest is Jason, the Milkman Gillbee. He's coming up. And then after that, we will get stuck into Off Your Chest, and the King is finding a new NBA club. Episode 5, Jimmy and Blackie, we're finally back. Thank you, everyone, for being so patient. We promised the big names for our first guest, and we have got one of the biggest names we could get our hands on. He's got one of the best nicknames in the business. He is Jason, the Milkman Gillbee. Gilbs, thanks for coming on Jimmy and Blackie as our first ever guest. It's an absolutely emotional moment for us both.
It's been a long time coming since the retirement, but he's a big part of the Rotham Johnson West Black Cup
Gillbee
for the
Cup.
worst. Oh yeah,
Gillbee Cup as
Gil-
well, bro.
I'll go again. The Rotham Johnson West Gillbee Black Cup
Yeah.
for the worst player on the ground against West Perth and West Coast.
Yeah.
So good to have you on board, mate.
No, thanks for being a long wait, but we've finally got here and we're going to get it done.
I forgot the
Should be
most
nice.
important player in the cup. It's you.
Yeah, initially you did. I'm the one that presents the medal, mate. So I usually go out there with the medal, worst on ground, presented to so-and-so, Aaron Black, whoever it is. But, yeah. So
Currently probably would be me.
Never mind.
What's that award the AFL players get? It's on for most Ks covered for the least amount of touches. Tom Scully's won it heaps.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Scully, Tom
medal.
Langdon, or whatever his name is.
One of the Langdon boys.
One of them, whichever one it
Yeah.
is. Yep.
I have no idea what the award is, but
That's what it's called, Tom Scully Cup.
let's start with the obvious question for you, Gilbs. You have announced your retirement from WA footy. Obviously, a great stint at West Perth via West Coast and GWS. Why are you retiring, mate?
I was probably just like, I don't know, I just couldn't. It was with work and stuff, it was just a little bit hard to get to training and fully commit. And Waffles all state league footy, no one, like the commitment that it takes to play that, like, I don't know how AA Ron's done it 20 years.
You got to be an idiot.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable commitment. So credit to everyone that, but it was getting a little bit much, and I don't know, I was probably just ready to, after being through it all, like just finish taking it seriously as much. So I was ready to, finish up. So I went with the big old mid-year retirement to make it all about me.
Well, mate, you deserve it. And firstly, thanks for the 31 long
31.
sleever.
Thanks
I
for
had it
the
on
promo,
last
mate.
night, so it's not smelling great. But I was interested to know a little bit of the background, mate, because you're from country New South Wales, and whereabouts you're from, and what do the family do out there? A bit of your background.
So from country New South Wales, sort of like right on the Victoria New South Wales border, but in the New South Wales side. So grew up there my whole life. The mum and dad are farmers. Well, actually, my mum's a nurse. She works 2 or 3 days a week doing not that much, but anyway,
That's a bit rough on mum.
No, she's great.
That's a good drive-by for the great lady.
She's unbelievable. She's a good worker. But anyway, from a farm back there, we had to just sort of grew up on the farm, played local footy in the town called Balranald. So played till probably was 14 or 15, then moved away to school. And back there, most kids went away to boarding school, but just the timing and stuff of the region that we were going to play rep footy for, there was actually no boarding school in Bendigo. So ended up moving in with a host family, lived with them for a few years, and then moved out on my own in year 12, and then lived by myself in year 12, went to school, and then played footy there, and then was lucky enough to get drafted to GWS.
First thoughts on your host family?
No, they were great.
Okay.
Great family. Yeah, no, they were unbelievable. Looked after me, so got along with them really well. Still speak to them, which was nice.
Oh, awesome. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Now, someone was telling me recently you had to travel like a fair way to and from,
Yeah,
like just when you were trying to like make it up the grades through,
Yeah,
through your footy journey.
literally from the you start doing under 13s rep stuff, and we were from the farm, even for school for a year 7, 8, 9. I reckon we had to do. Ended up being about 130 in the morning, go to school 130k in the afternoon, so about 260k a day.
It's crazy.
And then when you go, so much driving. And for some reason, even in our junior stuff, we always had to drive to Sydney, which has ended up being like 10 hours for stuff like that. So, yeah, a lot of driving.
You were doing all that, and you were saying how hard the travel is to go from, Maddington to West Perth, mate. You're a bit upset about the journey from
Mate,
there.
that's when I used to live in the bush. Now I've lived in the city for a few years. I've gotten that soft. It's not funny.
Sorry, I just had to fact check that one because he's a bit upset
I know.
about the drive.
Yeah,
but
it was a long Maddington to Joondalup, one of the
all
drive from hell, I reckon.
all time. Have you ever thought
Along
about
them
taking the
freeways.
coast?
From Maddington.
Nah. Maddington's
can
a
go-
great spot. Joondalup's a great spot. But it's just,
Everything in between, not great.
just that Tonkin. Something needs to be done about that, eh? And people driving in the rain. Useless.
People driving in general.
Just generally driving.
Nice to see you getting some stuff off your chest. We might get to that a little bit later in the
well.
show if you've got a couple, Blackie.
Yeah, after last week, I might have to get a bit off my chest, Jim. Oh, mate, we've been excited to get you on, mate, because obviously, the retirement, the move on, and you got a bit coming up. You're potentially moving out to the country to play a bit of footy out there.
Yeah.
You've been a cult hero everywhere you've gone. So we've got a few stories that we'd love to get into in a little bit. But what's the plan going forward?
Yeah.
You're heading out to play some country footy and potentially moving out there.
Yeah, heading out to Dan Darrigan, so great club out there. Know a few boys now. Played a game during the bye, got a permit and played out there. Had unbelievable fun. It was Ladies' Day as well, so I think that got me over the line with it being Ladies' Day. And then played it on the weekend actually. But yeah, so when I was doing the big retirement, it looked like the great man was hanging them up for forever at the age of 22. But I am still playing a little bit in the country. And then, yeah, hopefully going out there for work. It's just what I want to do for work on farms and stuff like that, I suppose, being a farm boy. But, yeah, hopefully can get all that sorted in the next few weeks.
What kind of player do you describe yourself as, Gilbs? Like, what's your preferred position?
Sitting
Because
on the pine. Oh, I don't know. I forever used to play back, but then when I always played back, like through juniors, things like that. But then I was quite a good runner for a little bit there, and then I think just because I was a good runner, I just was put on the wing just to run around like a headless chook, really. But I still don't mind the wing. Like, I don't mind the wing. I got to learn it a bit, but yeah, I suppose wing, half back, that sort of thing.
A good runner. Now, I consider myself a pretty good
Yeah.
mover, although not as nice looking a runner as you. But it was in the pre-season, and you'd been away for a while. I can't remember why or what had happened. And he's come back, and we're doing, I don't know, 30 on, 30 off, or 30 on, 15 offs. And this guy, when he says he's a good runner, moves like no one that you've ever seen.
No, I used to be, and when I'm probably not as, but I still can just naturally move pretty well, I think. But when I was when I was trying to get drafted and I was actually training a lot, like, I reckon my best 10K was like 36:45 or something like that. I think I ran 5:54 at the combine for the 2K. Like, I was actually running quite a bit, but I think that's what got me on the wing and then got me out of the system.
And unfortunately, that's a pretty tough role to excel at.
Absolutely. But anyway, I'm still lucky enough to move right, which will probably help me playing a bit of country footy.
Yeah,
I'll move to quicker, Dunny.
You're right. Jason Gilbee's our special guest as our first ever guest here on Jimmy and Blackie. Gilbs, I want to go back a little bit to getting drafted and going to the GWS Giants. Were you expecting, like, did you know that they were going to pick you up? How did all that come about?
Well, not really. Like, I didn't really, and not that you know how everyone sort of has the one, like, the moment on their TV. Like, mine was, because the region I was living, I could be classified as a Cat B rookie. So I sort of always knew that was a chance, but we just sort of thought, like, I'll go through the draft, see if you get the old TV moment. But that obviously didn't come. But I had a little bit of an idea, but sort of not really as well. It was when I finally got the phone call, I was over the moon, like everyone is. But it was probably more likely than anything else because of where I was based.
Can you remember who rang you? Was it Jace McCartney?
Nah, Caruso, Adrian Caruso.
Alex. Oh.
The head recruiter at GWS, the great man Alex.
Not the hooper.
No. So I remember he rang me, and then it ended up, I reckon it was like 10:30 at night. So then I was like over the moon after that. Was on my phone, like telling everyone, like, yeah, how good am I?
At the local pub celebrating. Who was there?
Yeah. The what? Sorry.
Who was at the local pub?
No, we were actually, because we were out obviously on the farm at this point, so it's too far to get into that. So it was just me and the siblings and mum and dad.
And you would have finished working on the farm.
Yeah, we were out. I reckon because it's around harvest time, so I reckon we were harvesting at that time. So you come in after the day and then sit on the couch and watch the TV.
They would have been impressed that you were on the farm.
Yeah, well, I remember there's actually like a funny story with when we went to the combine. You do your interviews at the draft combine or whatever. And I went into the GWS one, and I don't know why, because I'm not like, I don't love confrontation or whatever. And I walked in there, and shook everyone's hand, and then I remember Adam Kingsley sort of saying to me, "Oh, are you like I know you're from a farm and stuff. Like, you sort of remind me of the guy that like sit in the air conditioned cabin like on the tractor rather than shear the sheep, would ya?" And I was like, "Oh, like no." And I had my phone in my pocket, and I like search around, grab my phone, and I was going through my camera roll trying to find a video of me shearing sheep, and I just passed it around as if I was some hard nut from the bush. But I don't know what I was thinking. I sort of walked out and I was like, "What were you doing there?" Like, but anyway,
Just trying to prove a point.
Yeah, I think I was just sort of trying to prove a point. Like, I didn't really.
What was the hardest question that they asked you? Did they
That
ask
was-
you anything?
That other than that, it was all pretty cruisy,
Yeah.
really. But that was because it was. I just took me off. It was kind of like a little bit of a. I thought it was nearly like a little bit of a go at me. Maybe the way that I played footy. I remember I always had a few comments that I was a bit soft in that under 18s thing and whatever. But so I reckon it was nearly like a correlation to like sit in the cabin, sort of how you play footy. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't really take that one that well, which I usually take things fine, but for some reason didn't take that well.
Well, that's not what you said when you got to West Perth. You said you were really physical. You like the inside dirty ball when it's raining and muddy.
I got good at lying by the time I was at West Perth.
Okay, fair enough. I very much respect it.
Yeah.
Because it's funny. I only ask that because you hear a lot of people say that when they get interviewed, they get asked some pretty like roguey questions.
I never had like really any rogue ones other than, not that was even rogue. I suppose it was a little bit, but I think there is people, but yeah, I never managed to, I don't know. Did you ever get anything like that?
Me?
Yeah. In your time?
As if I'd been interviewed by a footy club in the AFL, but I was zero of them. No questions, nothing. I got a phone call when I was 29 years old saying you've been drafted in the top-up draft. that's
You're playing this week.
Yeah, here you go, and you'll play. Oh, beauty. It's that easy, was it?
Oh, have you got COVID?
Yeah.
Surely they asked that.
How many people can I cough on?
Yeah.
Let's go back, Gilbs, to
Yep.
your time at GWS.
Yeah.
How do you reflect on it now that you're out of the AFL and you're out of the waffle? How do you reflect on your time being a Giant?
It was unbelievable because, and I reckon I've like said this before, but like not many people from Sydney that played there. So everyone's sort of from Victoria. They've all got family in Victoria or out of Sydney. So no one really had anyone other than each other. So you all just hung out with each other all the time. But no, it was great. And you learn heaps. You end up maturing heaps, like a lot faster because you hang out with older guys. And I think that's at all footy clubs. You hang out with older guys and you end up thinking you're a lot older than you are and all that stuff. But I loved it. Met some great people, still got some of my best mates there. So yeah, it was unbelievable.
It's true.
Yeah.
You hang out with me. I'm 10 years older than you. So you hang out with people who are good influences, obviously.
But I think it's like at all places, you end up thinking, I've thought, like these guys they've all got their lives sorted. They got houses and got girlfriends and wives and stuff. Like,
Kids?
Like, what am I doing? Yeah, kids. But yeah, it's just what happens, I think, at footy clubs.
There's a lot to get through, so I don't want to burn all the good stuff early, but we have to get to the Milkman nickname.
Yeah.
We have to get to you on the back page with Harley Reid, and we have to get to you on national TV with Jimmy Carr, drinking milk.
Jimmy Carr, yeah.
We will get to it all, but Blackie, you got anything there on your list you want to ask Gills before we get stuck into the real goal?
Well, anything pressing? I actually was curious to know the story in which you, I guess, got delisted from GWS, and then what drew you to coming over to WA. This probably will explain how ruthless the AFL system is potentially to the people listening.
Yeah, exactly. And I reckon we've spoke about it, but it was just, I remember going in and I didn't maybe I was like naive to the whole thing going into it because obviously.
You were how old when you went into the
I would have
meeting?
been 19.
Yeah.
I would have turned 19 at that stage. So 19, you're going in there. I'd been talking to my manager a little bit, but we never really spoke that much. I think that was just the way. I was probably no good on my phone, but anyway, was going in there, and then sort of sat down, and it was sitting around a big round table, and as you said, like pretty ruthless sort of industry because I was sitting in there, sort of maybe expecting them to say, oh, like need to work on this, like we're not happy with this, whatever it was. Like I was ready to be baked or whatever, but I sort of always thought that maybe they'd give me like just the way I was, like the way I was built, like maybe another year, like I'd played some okay games, but walked in there, shook. I reckon there was 6 guys in there, shook all their hands, sat down, and then I can't remember who told me. It was either Jace, the list manager, Jace McCartney, or Kingsley, and they were like, "Look, mate, like, yeah, so we're not going to offer you a contract next year. We're not going to tell you like anything, like any reasons or stuff like that, because you're obviously going to be a little bit like full of emotion, a bit raw. So we'll get in touch with you a bit later." And I reckon this all happened within under a minute, like 50 seconds maybe. And then I was like, "Yep, no worries," and stood up, shook their hands again, like even though I'd just shaken them 30 seconds ago. But shook their hands again and then sort of walked out. And then I remember being pretty upset. And there was a few boys around, which I just chatted to them. But it was, it was just wild. And then I went home, and maybe I was working. I sort of went home pretty much straight away after that. Maybe I was working out bush or didn't have any phone service. But yeah, I never ended up hearing anything or speaking to them ever again. So never ever heard one thing about why it was or
It's brutal.
what happened. But yeah, as you said, that's how it goes. But I don't hold any grudges about it. It doesn't worry me. That's just what they got to do, really.
Yeah, and I mean, if there's someone who I've never met anybody in my time playing senior footy, and it's been a long time, but that takes feedback or being dropped from the ones to the twos as well as you do. And mate, it's a credit to you.
Thanks.
Because you obviously that's not very nice to hear and experience, and I guess for the young fellas who are listening who may end up being in that kind of environment, like it is ruthless.
Yeah, exactly.
But you kind of water off a duck's back and
and I think
onto the next one kind of thing.
Most of the time, it's like it's never really which I probably didn't at the start. I just thought that they hated me, but they just got to do that. Like it's just something they have to do. It's part of their job. Like it's sort of part of your job to either get a contract or you don't. So
They couldn't have given you 2 minutes, you reckon?
yeah, I don't know. I reckon if they had given me a minute 30, I might have edged my case.
He's a good talker, we know that. But it could have been heavily impacted by the haircut back in the old boxy.
Yeah, the old
boxy cut. They were sick of looking at it.
I remember I had an eyebrow slit at one stage.
Yeah, that trim. So I was telling a few people about you being our first guest on the podcast, and you've got like this unbelievable, shocking trim.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I can't talk, but
No,
it's like you've got like a frullet, and you got like the back mullet, but then it looks like a bowl cut.
It was genuine. Yeah, it was genuine bowl mullet. Because me and Aaron used to cut we used to cut each other's hairs. Not Aaron. Oh, me and
not
Cadman
as he
used to live together, and we used to just cut each other's hair. He had a shock and fade as well
Really?
at the time
Because you did it.
Probably because I was cutting it.
Oh,
but
right.
and we just used to stick a bowl on the head and mine just ended up being straight as.
Mate, it's
Disastrous
unbelievable.
cut.
We'll put it on. We'll put the photo up.
It's a shocker. So that's his photo, Gibbs. That's your photo. Was that taken?
Yeah, that was
on professional photo day.
Yeah, that was.
So you're in the team photo looking like that.
Yeah, I'm in the team photo like that. I'm on. I remember when I had that. When you have that accreditation. Like, that's my thing on the accreditation.
Your player pass?
Yeah, my you get them, like, somehow, I don't know why they spent money on making magnets and badges for me, but it's on my badge and it's on my magnet as well.
I would love to get my hands on a couple of them badges. I've seen them.
The magnet is in one of the lockers at
it
West
is.
Perth. I think I left it there.
It is. It's in one of them, but I'll be looking through some lockers on Thursday trying to get my hands on that. That's a good one.
That's unreal. So, working in the media, all we heard about when you crossed over from to come over and play footy here was this that you were Harley Reid's best mate. You're on the back page of the paper with him. It was made out that like you guys were like like two of the best friends ever. Like, was this all myth, or are you guys like super close? Because it was made out in the media as if. Like you came over to play for the West Coast Waffle team because you were so close with Harley and that he had a person here beside him that he knew well. I would still say we're like very good friends, but I reckon he'd happily admit he's got a lot better friends than me as well. But like it was just, I think we played a lot of footy together. We played a lot of like rep footy, a lot of underage, like junior stuff like that, just being in the same region. So we always done that.
And then we always got along. He would come to Bendigo for training. We'd always hang out. He might stay at my house when I was in year 12 because I was living on my own. So we were always really close. But the reason was because West Coast were the only ones that were, after I got delisted, that were going to give me like a train-on sort of spot or to train, the chance to train at an AFL club. So that was the only one that was like, oh, well, I might as well. And then happened that Harles was coming across. So it was like, oh, well, it would just be perfect. So then we come across, but I remember I moved in with Matt Flynn at the start when I first got over here, and we were just driving around, and I don't know where it was, around the herdsman, and I'm driving past where they put them billboards up, and I'm up on the billboard with Harley, thinking, hang on.
Who was the better junior?
Harles was. He was a star. I think he kicked 21 goals one day, but he reckons he only kicked 21 because they had the net up so they could get the ball back to the middle quicker.
21 in a match,
21. But he was just forever. Although we did have like an under 15s carnival. He was obviously bottom age, but you have like a Div 1 side and a Div 2 side. And I was in the Div 1 side and Harles was in the Div 2 side, so there you go.
When people speak, I don't want to, this is obviously the Milkman podcast. Hopefully one day we'll get the great Harley Reid in here for a chat. But you've obviously watched him a lot, you play with him a lot.
Yeah.
What makes him such a special player? Because West Coast people who will be listening, they love him. He's a freak.
He is.
He's an undeniable talent who's going to be a good player a great player for a very long time. What do you think makes him stand out, or what did he do coming up that made him so elite? He always
sort of just, like, not in like a cocky way. He always just like knew that he was like better than the other people his age, and like he just that much confidence, that much like he was always so much stronger, even though he didn't probably smash his gym or stuff like that, but
that grass-fed beef.
Yeah, literally just was so much stronger and just sort of must have just clicked a bit when he was younger and just had just this confidence the whole way through that he was always just going to be better than, like, he's just better than you, so try tackle him because you're not as good as him. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably that.
It's wild that he still does that.
I know, yeah.
That he still says, you can't tackle me, I'm better than you.
This crazy confidence that just works, doesn't it?
You think that's what the elite players do, athletes do at any level, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Saying a fair bit.
Yeah, well, I think anyone who becomes elite in their field probably has that unspoken, undeniable, just like confidence and a belief in their ability. And I know at times it's gotten Harley in trouble because people are saying, he needs to behave himself and all that, but
not even.
How good can he be?
Oh, he as good as they come, I reckon. And now that he's like, he looks so fit now, and he trains so much harder. But that's the other thing that I reckon, like, people, I don't know, you hear comments about people wanting him to do this, like lock into this, blah blah blah. But that's always been his, like, why he's better than everyone as well, because he's pretty laid back. He's pretty, like, no cares about much. Like, you can't change that in someone. Like, if that's what makes someone go well, just let him be laid back, let him cruise around. But yeah, I think he'd be pretty good.
There's some good insight into Harley Reid from someone from his best mate.
So the back page bandits.
Yeah, we got you on just to talk about Harley, mate.
Yeah.
So you spoke a little bit about why you ended up coming over here, and then obviously you moved away from West Coast. You were playing in the Waffle side, and you had a few mates at West Perth who were at West Coast in Joshy Rotham, and you made your journey over to us for a period of time, mate. And what was that part of your journey about, and why did you come over to us?
I think I was just finished up with like the whole like AFL aligned like state league teams. They're always a bit hard, like, because you're obviously not the main priority, which is fair enough. Obviously, your AFL guys are the main priority, but sort of just done with all that. And then I actually worked at West Coast with Sammy Roth, so he was sort of my boss, and it was me, Trey Rusco and Jacko Nelson sort of under Sammy. So we all got a bit done at there. We got done a bit there during the day.
3 brain cells banging together between you lot.
So Jacko was the best of us. Then then Trey was the worst. Trey done so little, and I hope he listens to this, because Drip, you were useless, bro.
And one of the good nicknames floating around too, Drip Trey. I'm a massive fan.
Yeah, he got
we got him. We got him. It's a
He
belter.
got, we used to always called him like I remember calling him like Gastro the whole year as well, because he was just trouble at both ends. He could play forward, he could play back. So we were calling him Gastro there for a while. But he's a good player as well. He's a very good man.
He's a better forward than he's a backman.
I don't know,
Yeah.
mate. He's pretty good
Hang
out
on.
the back end, apparently.
He nearly won we nearly won the Bernie Naylor last year. The
Yeah.
only reason he didn't win the Bernie Naylor last year is because you blokes kept kicking it to TK.
TK kicks 70 every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't it the last game of the? I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was. Wasn't
Well,
it
we
against
did.
East Fremantle?
Yeah. Well, I was still
Yeah, it
trying
was.
to. I was still
Anyway.
trying to kick him, but they just kept landing on the goal line, and TK was kicking
Yeah,
through.
he'll just go, I'll have that. Thanks.
Yeah.
We might like what we'll do. We'll let TK tell that story actually.
Yeah.
But I remember listening to that on the radio.
Yeah.
And the guy that was commentating it for us at the time was doing a fantastic job. But every fourth word was Keitel. So
Yeah.
I knew that they were trying to get him over the line for another Bernie.
Drip he'd kicked, I reckon, 5 or 6 that day. So
That's right.
Tyler needed
Right,
a
yes.
certain amount.
Correct.
Before, and they were finished before we ran out.
That's
I'm
good
pretty
stats
sure.
from you, Gilbs.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you knew that.
I'm a footy nut.
I'm happy
mate.
you knew that.
Yeah.
It is a good. It's a good story.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love to hear it. We'll get it in TK's words
So
down the track.
Two of the best nicknames I've ever heard go to the same bloke.
Drip tray, Gastro, what else? I can't
Good at
remember what
both
else
ends.
what he-
My lord, that
He
is
had heaps,
fabulous, mate. Jimmy, you want to ask the milkman question?
Yeah,
so
I
you
have
go
to.
ahead.
I
Yeah.
have to. So this is one of the great.
It's good media
games.
chat.
This is one of the actual great stories. So you've never
Yeah.
played an AFL game,
Nah.
but you are, I mean this with all due respect, respectfully, probably one of the most publicised profiles for someone that has never played an AFL. You're probably the
Yeah.
most publicised footballer ever that didn't play in the AFL. You've got the nickname the Milkman. Now,
Yeah.
you're on national TV with Jimmy Carr. We'll come to that in a little bit. But I want to start with how on earth did this start? Like, when did this Milkman thing begin?
It was just rogue. Like I've forever like drank milk, but I think like we all have. But me and my brother always used to drink heaps of it. But I was at GWS and we went into a mids meeting and it was like the start of the year. You had to bring in a few items to and I'm obviously quite unorganised. Didn't bring in any items. So I get to the club and I'm like, I've forgotten about it. So I ended up taking a selfie with the group, to be like, oh, yeah, you boys have all been great, welcome me in, blah, blah, blah. I grabbed a sledgehammer from the gym because I was from the farm, so, just hard work and the sledgehammer just replicates the farm. And then a few of the boys sort of knew that I, drank a fair bit of milk. And then they were like, oh, just, tell everyone you drink milk. And I was like, oh, righto. So I get up there, this is a photo of the boys. Yep, he's mean heaps to me. This is a sledgehammer. I like the farm. And then this is a 3 litre of milk. I love drinking milk. I drink it. If I wake up in the middle of the night thirsty, drink milk. I can drink it 15 minutes before a game, just whatever. Straight after it, just whenever. Can always drink milk. And was drinking probably 2 litres a day, I reckon. Litre and a half, 2 litres a day, in summer especially. And then there must have been a reporter, I can't remember, Riley Beveridge it was. He was
AFL.com.au, yeah.
He was there at GWS at the time and he snuck into that meeting and I mustn't have noticed him. But anyway, then we went away on camp and we had no phone service and I come back and when I mean my phone was blowing up, I had every single newspaper and Sunrise, Today Show, everyone ringing. It must have been slow news in AFL world at the time. But everyone was ringing and then it just went off. So I was always on the phone to the radio and there was people coming to, no one ever used to come to GWS trainings, out in Blacktown.
What a
Wherever we
place
were.
that is.
Actually, no, we were Sydney Olympic Park, but still it was a bit out of Sydney.
Off Broadway.
Yeah, exactly. And then there was people coming in and the cameras, they were wanting me to, and after training I'm going out there with glasses of milk and I'm tipping them all over myself and they're taking photos and I was I didn't even know. I just took it in, but
Seen that
geez, it
before.
was bizarre. Yeah.
Seeing the great man pour a bit of milk over himself while he's doing a bridge.
That was rogue, wasn't it, that day? But yeah, anyway, so that's sort of how it started and then it just went from there, just
ended
took
up
off.
Having a yarn to your favourite comedian almost,
Yeah.
Jimmy Carr.
Well,
Yeah,
man,
so you end up on the project.
The Project,
You're on
it
national
was,
TV
yeah.
on Network 10
yeah.
with one of the most famous comedians ever.
Yeah, so it was it was just so bizarre that the media people were sort of saying, oh, like, these people here to take photos for it to go in the paper. Like, can you go out there and meet them? I'm like, yep, no worries. And then they sort of come up again and they're like, oh, that project want you on. Like, you're going to go on tonight. And I was like, oh, like, righty. And that I was like, do I have to go in? Like, no, they're going to come to your house. And then so I get home from training and the cameras are there set up, these big cameras. There's a few people out the front. And I sort of walk in. I had to go get a polo on, come down, and then they put the earpiece in and then like, oh, you got any milk up there? And I was like, yeah, obviously. And then
What do they call me?
yeah, and then I go on there and I know, like, I hadn't watched the project much, but as soon as I heard through that earpiece, like, the main one started talking, and then, yeah, that laugh. But then Jimmy started talking, and I knew sort of straight away. I was like, that's Jimmy Carr. And then I was sort of I would have looked, if you watch the video, I look nervous and I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. But anyway, he was sort of ripping into me, asking if I'm still breastfeeding now and all them questions that you ask. But yeah, it was pretty wild, eh? It was road.
That's sick, because Jimmy Carr is unbelievable.
Oh yeah, he's so funny too.
When you say you love milk, like how far? Oh, this is going to be. Shouldn't have asked this. when did you realise?
Oh, I reckon I was like 1 month old, bro.
No, you two know what I mean.
No.
Though. You know what I mean.
I need some clarity. Mate. What do you got for me?
When did you start like drinking it?
When did you start drinking it?
No, I know. I don't really know. It was just, I think it was just like, it's got so much more flavour than water, and we're just like, water was just boring. We just loved drinking milk because we always used to get in trouble. Like, Mum would have to obviously drive into town to do the grocery shopping, so she'd bring a certain amount back out, and then me and my brother would start drinking it, and we'd get in trouble for that. But we just, I don't know, just for as long as I can remember, we've always just loved milk.
Just have a think in the back of your mind. We'll get to it at the end of the pod, but we're gonna get your favourite flavours or your favourite mixes all those kind of things, because I'm sure you've got some pretty interesting mixes that you've probably had along your journey.
Yeah, and those interested, the TikTok content for the Milkman's actually quality. It's got a miss for a while, but you get a little bit of info on his favourite kind of milks in there.
I was posting a few tickies there for a while. I'd go to the cafe and was getting milkshakes, and I just thought, I'll start doing, while the Milkman thing was going, I'll start doing milkshake reviews. And they actually used to get a few views. I probably should have kept going with them, but I think I just ran out I got to Perth and went to got a few dust ones, and then just wrapped it up.
well, I was a big fan. That's why I asked. I want to bring him back.
Yeah.
And I also,
Sorry, Blackie. Dust shakes like this.
There's a couple of things, bit of clarity I need here. It's a young person thing, bit of unpacking. Dust, and also the tickies. Dust.
Just no good. Like dust, like just shocking. Yeah. But I don't know where that comes from, but
dust.
And then tickies, just laying in bed watching tickies.
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably could just say TikTok, but
I'm gonna have to add that to the vocab.
Are you a low key guy? Are you one of those?
Nah, I'm as high key as they come.
Yeah.
I've got nothing. High key, tickies,
low key,
dust.
techie.
My God.
Nah, not all them. Yeah.
So now that you're retired, you can do these. You can go and find some choc shakes of Perth. So if you've got a recommendation for Gilbs, leave it in the comments for us on YouTube or Spotify, and he'll definitely go out and check it out. And then
send it through.
Then you'll review.
Then I'll post
on
TikTok
or Tiki.
It will Tiki, and then he'll say whether they're dust or not, and you'll tag Jimmy and Blackie in it, saying thanks for the.
I probably might be with Jimmy and Blackie trying them, so we'll all go together.
Keen as.
Yeah.
Jimmy and Jace. Actually, no, I want to be in this. Hold up. Dude, I would like to know, because you're here, and I'm just going off topic a little bit from the Milkies.
Don't think you can say that, dude. I don't think you can do that either.
Lucky you went off me. Who are you living with?
Me, Rhett, Bazzo, for Coasters fans that are listening, and Noah Long.
And
Noah's
Nozzle?
just been on holidays, but us three live together.
An update, the Nozzie's going well. He's hurt his knee and he's And
Yeah,
he's recovering
Longy,
well.
yeah.
That's for the West Coast fans.
He hurt his knee, obviously, in pre-season,
Yep.
which everyone will know, but serious enough knee injury. But, yeah, he's going well.
Beautiful.
He'll
And
be
we,
getting
we
through
like
that.
that. And
Yeah.
and Rhett's been playing a bit of footy for
Yeah.
the coast. I think he's been pretty good.
Yeah,
Serviceable.
agreed. He's
Yep.
been, especially last week, he's been very good at the moment.
Before I forget, the milkman thing, just quickly. Sorry. I wanted to ask, like, did it stick at GWS? Did it
Not
like,
really
did
there.
It, like, nah, it
Didn't
like,
really
did it
stick
What did the
there.
other players think of it? Because obviously you're a young bloke and you're trying to find your feet.
Yeah.
You're trying to get a game, and then you got some pretty big characters at the footy
Yeah,
club
there
this
was.
time, and
There
change
was-
of coach and.
There wasn't
know-
really much said about it, really. Like, it was spoken about a little bit, but it was kind of just like, I went and done my media things and then come back. But it didn't really stick. There was a few boys that, like, called me Milky or whatever, but
They have generically, the footy club, done a lot differently to get that attention and gain that media
Yeah.
traction, and that's Jacob Gaynor. Was he?
yeah.
Who's
he
the
was
media
there.
manager?
So he was probably the one that...
So he's been shifted to Tasmania because he's trying to get that up off the
Yeah.
ground and draw attention to Tassie, the new team in the league. So
Yeah.
you
so-
obviously understood why the media and your
I
media
think
team
so,
at the
yeah.
time.
Because there was a lot of... I remember him talking about it was like the most searched thing in, like, the footy, like, world for a little bit, like, for a certain amount
Really?
of time. Like, it was
That's-
so searched.
that's
that
crazy.
It was actually
Really?
wild for a little bit. But as I said before, it was obviously pretty slow news at the time because it's pre-season, nothing happening. But yeah, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, anyway.
Gills, we promoted that you were our first guest or are our first guest here on Jimmy and Blackie. So we got the punters to send in some questions.
Okay, yep.
So Mitch wanted to ask you, Gilbs, have you ever been catfished online?
Oh. I have been. So to any young people listening, always be careful about what you say or do or send online. But I obviously can't go into detail about what happened, but I was catfished and they made me look real silly. But that's all I'll say. But yeah, be careful out there online because there is trolls out there and there is people that will get after you. That turned serious in the end, but
Yeah, that was grim.
yeah,
Lucky we teach cyber safety in schools.
yeah, no, definitely.
Right? They don't get that out in the country New South Wales environment.
I never got cyber safety, unfortunately.
Got a question here from Alex Gilbs.
Yep.
Who would you want to have a kick after the siren to save your life? You got three choices: Josh
Yep.
Rotham, Matt Boyd, or Andrew Strike.
Matt Boyd, no, unless it was within 8 meters because he can't kick over a jam thing.
So Matt? This isn't the former AFL player.
No,
Matt
no,
Boyd.
no. This is one of like our friends,
Okay.
Matt Boyd. Yeah, he played at Wembley with Zoobs.
Ah, right.
So-
yeah.
Yeah. So nah, definitely not
Shout
him.
out Alex Zilberti.
J-Ro's a nice kick. I never played, or I would have never seen Strikey kick the footy. So I probably have to go J-Ro.
And then the what's the celebration? The Randy Orton arms out. that he
The J-Ro
did
celly,
when he kicked a couple against the Saints. A couple
Some would
years
say
back.
the ultimate Selly guy as well.
Yeah.
We've got on today.
He
If
is-
you've
oh,
seen some
not-
of
not
your
me.
recent Instagram
I
posts,
just used
mate.
to have like
big Selly guy.
Yeah, like come on, that was sort of my go-to, Sally.
Looking out at the outer side at
Have a look
Joondalup
at that,
Arena
would
with
ya?
there's nobody there at the can bar.
More-
Come on, boys, celebrate with.
It was-
Oh wait, there's no one
Yeah.
there.
It more was like turn to no one, like how have I done that, eh? Like and then run back to me position. But yeah, that was sort of my go-to.
And they've double birded you as you turned around and walked off.
Yeah.
The final one we got on the on our inbox, Gilb. So if you've got a few more, make sure you keep sending them through for either
Yeah.
me or Blackie, and hopefully next week we'll probably get another one of the West Perth boys on, or I don't know who we'll get, but we'll get them. The final one, KOK, the king of Karrinyup.
Oh yes. Yeah. So the nickname of the cock
This is from Mitch, who asks about it.
from Mitch.
Beep.
All right,
Sorry.
Mitch.
Sorry,
Well,
beep that out.
thank you for the question, Mitch. But bit of a rogue story. If we've got I'll tell it if we've got a few minutes.
Yeah, well,
Blackie?
Much time as you want, mate.
But yeah, it's a little bit rogue, and I might not be able to go into full depth. But anyway, I somehow had a girlfriend at the time. I don't know how. That's where it's all. I don't even know how that happened. But anyway, we woke up in the morning. We're going to go over to Rotto for the day, and I was like, I'll go do something nice. I'm going to head down to the shops and grab some groceries for brekkie, whatever. But the night before, we're watching a movie on the couch, and like people eat snacks on the couch. I was eating the grapes, bag of grapes, just nailed them.
The glass of milk.
Yeah. Wash them down with a glass of milk, and then wake up, and I get to the shops, and I'm like, like, I need to go to the dunny now. Like, these grapes are like upon me. And I'm sort of like hustling around like the shops, and I'm like grabbing the eggs, grabbing the milk, grabbing the bacon, like the toast, the avos, and I'm like, get them, and I'm sort of like waddling through the store, and I get to the checkout, I'm scanning these things like an Aldi checkout chick. I'm like,
like Ted from
yeah. And I'm getting these things through, and I pay the money, and then I grab them, and I'm like, right, I'll be right. And I waddle out of the supermarket, and I sort of stop. I get out the doors of the plaza. There's a grill there. I'm like, nah, I need to go. So I just drop all the groceries there, and the thing is, I need to go to the dunny that bad, but I can't run because I'm like, I need to go to the dunny, so I have to waddle. And I get to this escalator, and I'm sort of waddling, and then get to the escalator and just like slowly go up like that, like can't move. Hook a right, and I'm thinking this big hallway, this big corridor. I'm thinking there's got to be a dunny up here. It's just where the toilets usually are. And I get there, and I get to the middle of literally the middle of the corridor, and there was no toilets, and it just was too far gone. And I had to stop. I looked around. I remember there being a security camera there, and I just had to like put it in reverse, and I just had to walk backwards, shamefully walk backwards. Like it was early in the morning, and unfortunately there was a pot plant in the corner in the corner, and I just had to. When you got to go to the toilet, you got to go. Like sometimes it was nothing bad. Like it didn't mean anything bad by it, and I just had to do a deuce in the pot plant at the shopping centre.
Deuce Bigelow.
And then walk back down and grab my groceries and walk home as if nothing happened.
And
so that's why I've got that nickname, the king.
You're obviously not in a relationship anymore.
No, I'm not in a relationship anymore. I did tell her about it though, but it wasn't for a couple of days later that I told her. But yeah, anyway, that's that. It's a rogue story, but these things happen. So
and you became the king of Joondalup as well, but not for the same story. Just because.
Yeah, I think that was just J-Ro. Sort of said, "Oh yeah, thinks his nickname's the Cock, but nah, it's the Codge, King of Joondalup." So that was basic,
completely different.
Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, there it is. Thanks for the question, Mitch.
And Sam and Alex.
Yeah.
We're running out of time. We've had a pretty good solid
mate,
hour with Gilbs here. No, we appreciate you sticking by for probably going to be our longest pod ever. Before we leave you, we've got some quick fires and some milk rankings. So let's start with can we start with your milk, like your top 3 milks, not like your Wens. Like, are we talking flavors? Are we talking high-low, full cream? What kind of operator are you?
Just completely full cream.
Combos?
And
Can we have a combo?
Yeah, and combo. But I still don't like Milo and stuff's nice. That chocolate Nesquik, that's beautiful. But like strawberry and bananas, okay. But chocolate, beautiful.
Elite.
But I put that, I reckon, at that's probably 2 because you still get like the full cream milk. You just get like a little mix in of it. 3, probably Milo, just a classic, isn't it? But I'm not one, I don't really love me chocolates and strawberries and stuff, but I'm just purely full cream. And then number 1 would just be a glass of it's that more expensive milk. I think it's like the Farmer's Gold or...
I know the one you're talking about.
It's in that nice bottle. Yeah. That nice looking bottle. It's kind of like I feel like it's like a rich person's, so I don't buy it. I just buy the regular one. But
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah.
Farmer's Gold or something.
Yeah, it's like it's full. It's obviously full cream, but it's like got some special.
Yeah.
It's better than
full cream
milk for whatever reason.
But that with like these little dessert like Oreo balls that are like just like eat chocolate. They're just like dense, thick chocolate. Just like wash it down with It's not much better, bro.
We've lost the great man. Thinking about their Oreo balls.
Yeah, so I reckon they're probably me 3.
Okay, interesting.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of Jockey Nesquik.
Yeah,
must
it's
say.
so nice.
Over Milo by a
yeah,
fair
I agree.
way.
Because it's still
Are you a
just like
big-
regular milk, but
Yeah.
just a bit of flavour.
Yeah. Are you a big scooper? Like,
Nah.
or you love the milk, don't you?
Yeah, I only just I just put all the milk in, then couple little spoons of Milo on top, stir it around till it becomes chocolatey, then just eat the chocolate, then just drink the milk.
So I reckon you're not like most people then. I
Nah.
reckon most people like prefer more dust.
Yeah,
like
half.
not like
Dust.
not like bad dust, like
The good
like
dust.
good, yeah, like more of the actual flavouring into the milk, which just makes your milkman name even better.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you said good dust. I was having a giggle. Don't mind me, mate. We got some quick questions for you, Gilbs.
Yeah.
We'll keep them
Let's rip
quick
through 'em, bro.
because we're going to get you home, and the listeners really want to hear it. So the first one, mate, best player you've ever played with?
Phil Davis. Probably, yeah. Phil played a few games in the VFL when I was at GWS, so Phil Davis, and he was a star.
Good leader.
Yeah, great leader. One of the best.
Favourite teammate?
Favourite teammate? Oh, it's too many. Zach Gordon.
Wow. Well, everyone loves Zach.
Yeah,
I'll
we
allow
all
it.
love Gordon.
You and Aaron Cadman got along pretty well too. I hear.
Yep.
Sorry, that's not, anyway. Quick questions.
Yeah, favourite teammate from your time at GWS.
Aaron.
There you go.
Cadman.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I knew
Because
that
you-
already.
Because you used to
Yeah,
cut
yeah,
each
yeah.
other's hair.
Yes.
Yeah, no, we just great friends, still very good friends. So Cadley, I reckon.
But shout out Squid.
Yeah.
Death row meal.
Like this bread, like Toddy. It's called Toddy's. It's a restaurant over east. This nice bread with burrata, just like this wood-fired bread, and you just mix it with burrata. Oh, Jesus, good.
Is it Italian?
Yeah, it's Italian. It's an Italian restaurant.
Whereabouts is it?
It's in there's one in like Bondi in Sydney, and then there's one like around wherever I live, like Drummoyne Way.
Favorite artist? Like, if you could only listen to one artist for the rest of your life, who would it be?
Geez, I don't really listen to music. I've never listened to music. Always listen to the radio, or if you don't get any radio channels, just completely raw. But
I knew it. I knew I wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
Just raw dog and driving.
So when
Yeah,
you're
but-
travelling all those Ks to and from footy when you're younger, like, what are you listening
radio, because Dad would usually drive, and Dad would just listen to the radio.
to? So he's just playing like 80s,
yeah,
70s FM tracks.
I've just never really listened to music. Go run and go to gym. Well, not that I go to the gym, but yeah.
If you had to like,
Playing
if you had to pick an artist or a band like to listen to, like, who does Jace Gillbee listen to? Doesn't have to be for the rest of your life, but who's someone you like? You're making this hard on me.
No, sorry, bro. I went Fred again. I went to Fred again in Perth. That was really good. But I also like someone like Zach Bryan or like Noah Khan,
Yeah, love
like them guys.
love Noah Khan.
Yeah.
You listened to Fred again from outside the venue though.
No, that was Sammy
sorry.
Virgie.
Sorry.
That was me and Zach went to Sammy Virgie. We didn't get a ticket, so we listened from outside.
on a
On the
park,
park
bench.
bench.
Yeah, like, some great videos from
Yeah.
that. And last one, favorite housemate out of the boys. They're both. I reckon they're both home.
They are
because
both
they were
home.
away.
Yeah,
and we would have stung you.
I think Rhett, just purely because it's Rhett's house. So
Political.
not purely because Brett. So suck on that, donkey.
Yes.
No.
That's what I wanted. Sorry, Nozzle.
Yeah.
Beautiful, mate. Hey,
Unreal. First, you've set the bar really high, Gilb. So
Yeah.
thank you for being so generous
good.
with your time. Congratulations on your wonderful football career that we'll be following
Thank you,
as you
mate.
continue at the Dan Darrigan Saints. Blackie's got the
Yeah.
long sleeves. We'll get that signed, framed, and hopefully either give it away or what do you
Yeah.
reckon, Blackie? Or
we
put it up
might.
on the wall.
put it up on the wall.
We'll ask Branchy if we
First
can put
one,
it up.
if you're allowed to let us keep it.
Yeah.
I was going to give it back to him.
No.
Can we put it here where my hand is?
Yeah.
Put it there, frame it. There.
And the long soppy finish, mate. But thanks for coming on. Become good friends over the journey in your
Yeah,
time over here.
absolutely we have, mate.
There's a reason that this guy won best club man at this footy club after only being there for 9 months. He's an absolute ripper. Thanks for tuning in. The milkman, Jace Gillbee, one of the greats.
Thank you, everyone. Love you all. Thank you. See you later. I'll hopefully be back.
Well, we've set our standard really high. Our first ever guest on the show, Jason the Milkman Gillbee. I hope you had as many laughs as we did recording that, because he is an absolute ripper blackie. He's got some great stories. No wonder the people and the players at the footy club loved having him there, both at GWS, at West Coast, and then eventually at West Perth, and now Dan Darrigan. He's a ripper.
Absolute belter, mate. And we've shooed him out. I've jumped back in my main seat. He's an absolute ripper. I'm so glad that we get him on board post-retirement on to bigger and better things for the great man.
Hopefully we'll get him back down the track as well. He did mention that he might come back as we continue to build the podcasts. We're only 5 episodes in, so hopefully we keep building. Now, we have to get to, in case you've been living under a rock, LeBron James is going to, I was going to say he's going to go to a new club, but he might be returning to one of his old ones. So LeBron James is no longer going to be an LA Laker. He's on the move. Blackie, we put a poll up on our socials, but your immediate response, A, are you surprised? And B, where do you think he's going?
Well, I mean, I was a little bit surprised, but I have a weird feeling from stuff that I've seen that maybe he was sort of nudged out, and Clutch Sports have kind of said, yeah, it was our decision. I don't know. I'm not that close to NBA media, despite what people think.
Counter moves, power moves.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Look, I would have no idea where he's going to go. I would love to see him at Golden State. I just think a little bit of excitement for Steph Curry, LeBron James fans. It would be really cool to see those two hooping together for 82 games if they can make it. Maybe sneak over to San Fran and watch them at some stage. It would just be really cool to watch that. A reunion in Cleveland, back to the hometown. There's some superstars that are at that side that they could make a real splash come finals time. There's heaps of things that could happen.
Yeah.
I know one thing, that Bronny probably won't be on the Lakers in a week, even though they guaranteed his contract.
Really?
Yeah, I have a gut feel.
What? So how does that work? So if they've guaranteed his contract, they just waive him?
Yeah, and then they just pay him out.
Yeah, right. And that's
There's
that.
0% chance that kid is on their
That's
roster.
the end of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
0%. You heard it here first. Probably 500th, but that's okay.
What about the Miami Heat teaming up with Giannis and Bam? Is there any chance that LeBron could finish his career back in Miami?
Did read that he'd rekindled his relationship with Pat Riley, which was rocky upon leaving, I think. Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I don't necessarily know. Oh, I mean, that's a pretty good starting 5, and it's a pretty good front court. If you go Bam, Giannis, Bron, that would be fun. That'd be really fun. I might end up in Miami as well. It's a pretty good place to be. At the Fontainebleau, laying by the pool.
Yeah, long way from San Fran, though.
Well, either one of them, wherever he is, I might have to follow him, mate. But gee whiz. There's a lot of things that could happen until now, but that sounds good.
Is there any chance that he goes to... Is there any chance in your eyes that he could end up at Minnesota playing alongside Edwards and LaMelo?
Do you think... What's the difference in age between LeVar Ball and LeBron James?
I don't know. Wouldn't have a clue.
Would they be similar age?
I think...
Wouldn't that be wild? You're one more on...
LeVar.
LeVar, not Bron. The guy's a genius.
Some people won't agree with that, but that's okay. Some people...
Won't agree that LeBron's a genius.
There are a lot of people that don't like him.
Well, they can not like him, but the guy's basketball IQ's through the roof, mate. If they disagree with what I just said, they can kick rocks.
That's his basketball IQ. Like,
mate, hold on.
He's got a lot of business acumen as well, but...
And you can go even further he grew up with a single mother.
Yeah,
no dad.
He's my favourite athlete of all time, so you don't have to sell it to me.
Those people can...
You don't have to. He's my favourite ever.
Those people can eat a big one. Because it's not true. Whatever they say, they're wrong. You're wrong.
So in short, do you think...
No, he won't go there.
There's no chance.
No, he won't go there.
Not even a point... 9%.
He won't go to Charlotte. He won't go to Sacramento. He won't go to the LA Clippers. He
Okay.
Won't
Let me rephrase. I want to rephrase then.
I don't
Golden
know.
State, Miami, and Cleveland. Is there any other team you think LeBron could end up at?
Depends who can fit him in the salary cap. San Antonio. No, they wouldn't do it. Oh, they might.
LeBron next to Wemby.
That makes
No
me,
way.
that makes me real happy inside, man.
I don't think that's going to happen. It would be
No,
cool.
It won't. It'd be cool.
The other
No,
big
I don't-
trade that happened during the week, Blackie, was Ja Morant. So Memphis have finally given up on a guy who was meant to be their franchise
Your
guy
boy.
for a long time. Probably my second favourite NBA player. For those that know me closely, got a signed Ja Morant piece on my wall at home. Absolutely love him. My best mate's got me that. He's no longer at Memphis. He's gone to Portland. And they got nothing for him.
Yeah. Sent away for a bag of chips and a washing machine, mate. What about your mate that you met in Memphis? I wonder how he's going right now.
Nick Douglas, the great man. I'll share this with him. He actually, so all of those tribute videos came out, and he's in the back of so many of them because he was going to the games.
cool.
He made, I think maybe it was the Memphis video that he's in the back of. There's a slow mo of Ja on the court, and he loved it. Yeah, Big Nick.
That's pretty cool. What's
he's
the deal with that
great
guy
man.
again? He's
I think he's an entrepreneur.
there you go. He's an American
He's met
one. He's
Jaren Jackson Jr. and a few of the other players that have gone through Memphis and some other players that have gone through. I think he might have even got a photo with Wemby at one of the at the draft. He's been to the draft. He's freakish.
cool. There
He's
you go.
freakish.
Well, he'd be upset. He'd be flat. That's I think it's a good swing from Portland. They've had a swing. They didn't have to give up much to get him. They gave away no picks or one pick from memory. You give away Jeremy Grant, cool, and Chris Murray, cool, and you get Ja. They do load up at point guard. They got 4 guards, but that kind of makes me think that they're potentially going to do something else along the way. I'm a massive Drew Holiday guy. I'd love to keep him if I'm Portland, but you may have to get rid of Scoot and him to add someone to put alongside Denny Avdia, I would assume. But that's a pretty nice looking roster, if you ask me. If Ja can keep the Glock in his pocket and and not get in any trouble and get suspended for 60 games,
I hope he does.
and cost me a fantasy title. And
I hope
should
he
have
behaves
4 of the
himself.
things.
I hope he behaves himself.
So do I.
The final one I want to get your take on is the future of Jaylen Brown. So apparently he was being shopped by Boston. Do you see him staying?
No. For anyone who's seen Jaylen Brown and his live streams and talk about basketball and stuff, he's a pretty opinionated, very, very smart man. And he was not happy that he'd been even considered being shopped in the Giannis trade. So my gut feel is he'll force their hand and make them do something, which is, I don't think it's that much skin off Boston's nose, because I think they're okay if they can get something good in the deal, which they most likely will, because he's pretty handy, I think. Then, they'll get something pretty decent in return, unless they do what's the Mavs moron did and get rid of Luka Doncic for 1 draft pick and some rubbish. Anyway.
Anthony Davis.
Yeah. How many games he played for
Who's
Dallas?
He played a few, but
Played
not many.
12.
Now he's in Washington.
Played 12 games, ended up in Washington. Cool.
We're running out of time on episode 5, Blackie. Anything you want to get off your chest, or if you had a bit of a chill week, how's things?
I could force one here, but I'm
Yeah, go
not.
on.
I don't. No, I don't need to.
Nah?
I've had a fabulous week, Jim.
Yeah. Have you been
I've
watching the World Cup?
I've had a fabulous week, Jim.
Have you been watching the World Cup?
I've had a don't make me angry.
I'm not trying
I've had a fabulous week. It's the last week of school. Okay, reports have done.
Term 2.
Yeah,
Still got 2 to go.
That's fine. That's the 11-week absolute mammoth one that we have to deal with.
Halfway through.
We're halfway through.
Oh, is that the longest term of
That's the
the
11-weeker. Yep, it's the 11-weeker. I've got it done.
What are your plans for the school holiday apart from playing
Reporting's done. Parent-teacher interviews are done. The Australians seem to keep making their way through further games. Cool, fabulous. Other than...
You giving him a chance against Egypt? Is that what you meant?
Who plays? Absolutely. Who plays for Egypt?
Mo Salah?
Who's that?
One of the really like a star, under an injury cloud, but he'll probably play. He's their captain. He's a star. You don't know who Mo Salah is?
No, I know who it is. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Got him.
I'm not sure.
Oh, I do. He played for Manchester United for a while.
It's not so much an off your chest.
No, I've got nothing for you.
Not so much an off your
What have
chest,
you got?
but a friend of mine. Let's call him a friend of mine. And if you are having a punt on the World Cup, please do so responsibly. But a friend of mine sent his tip slip through. He had a 3-game multi, like from it would have been earlier in the week. It was Tuesday or Wednesday, the games, and the first leg was like, these are correct score games, so the thing's paying $990 or something. Gamble responsibly. Remember what you could be buying instead. First game was like 3-1. Came in.
No.
Second game he got the score right again. So he's got the first 2 legs, and then he shared the multi in the group. He needed Mexico to win 2-0.
And it come in. Ma, what a dog.
No, he cashed it out.
Oh!
Don't ever cash out. He cashed
Ride until you cannot ride it no
can't
more.
believe- And I told him, I said, mate, don't cash it. I said, just have two side bets. I said, isn't the smart thing, if you're punting here, isn't the smart thing to either, I think they beat Ecuador. So I said, it was earlier today. I said, bet on Ecuador just to win, or bet the draw. But he had 2-0, and they went up 2-0 in the first half. And the boys in the chat were saying, someone else will score. And he cashed it out.
Yeah.
Well done to him, because he still won.
He did.
But you
suck
when you talk
eggs.
when you talk
Suck eggs.
when you talk about statistics, and I'm not a statistics guy, but when you concede to the bookie, you're like they're kind of winning, because there's a mathematical approach to it, obviously.
Because they could lose more.
There's no guarantee that bet comes in. But yeah, it was one of the. I think the great man is very disappointed with cashing out. He still made money.
What do you have on it, out of curiosity? And gamble
It
responsibly.
was only small.
Okay.
Small amount. Yeah.
That's pretty funny though.
Because but well done, and well done to him. But I think there's a lesson in it.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Don't cash out.
Yeah.
Don't cash out.
Or just don't bet. But
or don't bet. Well, you shouldn't be betting if you can't afford to bet. But there's been a lot of like World Cup multis, flying around, and a mate of mine who loves the show, Rob, he sent through a couple of of tips for me, which we haven't really shared publicly on our socials page. But Erling Haaland's been important, and it's been fun watching it. So
it has been.
Hopefully, what do you give us your prediction for?
It has been
Egypt?
fun, and part of the best thing about the end of school was that we put the soccer up on the big screen.
Yeah.
Because it's been raining, so we get to do a whole lot of nothing as a phys ed teacher. It's fabulous. No prediction from my end, but I have actually really enjoyed watching the World Cup. Australia, it would be I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I barely know who Mo Salah is, mate. Let's put it that way.
Let's just hope
the Australians win.
I'm actually. I've got your game this week.
You calling
Calling your game, yeah, yep. But you're playing Swans, aren't you?
Playing Swans at home.
You
coming?
home. Yeah, I'm coming. Yeah.
For those listeners,
so I'll be listening. I'll be calling your game. So
there's also a West Perth silent disco happening on Saturday night. $20.
What time's that start?
You can buy them at the door, 7:00. If you want to buy some tickets at the door,
it's snow themed, isn't it?
Yeah, it is like Aspen snow theme. So if you want to bring your snowboard and
wear a beanie,
wear
a colourful jacket like my colourful jacket. I just wear my colourful. I just wear the pink and orange jacket, and I'll be sweet. Yeah,
absolutely. You fit right in. Just wear it to call. But if you can, and it'll be post West Perth win against Swan Districts. Both sides probably looking for one, desperate for one actually. Yeah. But it'd be good to have you call. Hopefully, I have more than 9. And
you know who we should try and get on next week off the back of this game is the great man Hitchy.
Talk a bit of cricket.
Yeah, well, it's not cricket season.
Yeah, but he obviously
he's got a great story though.
Yeah, he played a fair bit of cricket, and he's going pretty well. To be fair,
Yeah, he was one of their better players.
I'm sure he'd be pretty happy. Well, be unhappy that Swans aren't going well, but he's happy that he's performing well and he's slotted right in. Dude can play footy, he can play cricket too, apparently.
He's a
Not that I watch much cricket again.
he's a natural athlete,
Well,
like Adam Sandler in the movie. You know, then he's playing basketball. The longest yard.
grown-ups.
No, no. We need to get out of here. We had that. No, in the longest yard. You know, when he gets jailed. He's a pro footballer, and he's playing basketball to recruit the.
Welcome to the trio. That one. Yeah, okay. I know the movie you're talking about.
All right.
But he played NFL and then he was doing NFL in prison.
Yeah, in the movie.
Correct.
Not in real life.
No. But he's held good basketball at grown-ups as well. With a little
He's
bank shot.
he's a
hooper,
he's
to
a
be
well-known
Shout out Adam
basketballer.
Sandler for hooping.
One of our favorite actors. Anything else you want to say before you go?
Nah, shout out to all the people who stick around and listen to Jimmy and Blackie. We're building.
Yep.
We're building into something big. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Jason Gillbee was on, the Milkman. He's an absolute legend. He's a trooper. He's off into the country. Jimmy, you've been grinding. Good to have you back on. Good to hang out with me, best mate, while we're talking absolute gunk. What an episode. See you next week.